Sorry, folks, I forgot to add one more rant. A preview of Week 11, starting with the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC North rivalry between these two clubs. Both clubs coming up last-second field goal losses. Ravens choked a big lead over the Browns and lost. And speaking of the Browns, they're going to play without Deshaun Watson because Deshaun Watson is out for the season due to a shoulder injury. He had a torn ACL in his rookie year with the Texans in 2017, and now 6 years later, dealing with a sore ankle, and now a shoulder injury he suffered in a comfortably high win over the Ravens caused him to miss the remainder of 2023, which the Texans will face the Browns on Christmas Eve at the crib, but will not see Watson take on the field because even though he beat us a year ago and got revenge ever since, he wanted to become traded. Yeah, he wants to be traded because even though he's being accused of sexually hanging out with these women. But Deshaun Watson, get well soon. Hope you'll be back next year. But like I said, tonight, Bengals, Ravens. Ravens lost on the field goal. And then the Bengals lost on the field goal courtesy of my Texans on an Amendola 38-yarder at the buzzer. What's your prediction? Gotta go with Baltimore. Also, my Houston Texans back at the crib to take on the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans should get the win because C.J. Stroud, he's tough. Texans have not won 3 in a row since 2018 when they had a 9-game winning streak. But let's see if the Texans could go 6-4, 2 games above 500, and go on a 3-game winning streak. Next, the Cowboys and Panthers gotta go with the Cowboys. So, Dallas, you guys are a 10-point favorite, so get the job done and knock the Panthers out of the playoffs. Next, the Steelers versus the Browns in Cleveland. Gotta go with the Steelers because even though the Browns will not have Deshaun Watson for the major season, they'll have their backup QB, PJ Walker. So, I'm gonna go with the Steelers. So, Kenny Pickett, get your shit together and beat the Browns in Cleveland. Next, you got the NFC North rival, the Bears and Lions in Motown. Gotta go with the Lions because even though Justin Fields is coming back from that injury, but I gotta go with the Lions. Next, the Chargers taking on the Packers. This should be a close game, but I gotta go with the Chargers on this one. Next, the Jaguars and Titans in Jacksonville. This one, the Titans are winless on the road, but they're facing a tough test because Jacksonville, they're playing tough. Because even though if they lose, the Titans and the Texans win, the Texans will have a first-place tie because Texans own the tiebreaker over the Jaguars. This one should be a close game because even though the Titans are winless, so I'm going to go with the Titans on this one. Next, the Raiders taking on the Dolphins in Miami. Gotta go with the Dolphins because they're playing good. Next, the Giants take on the Commanders. Gotta go with the Commanders because the Giants suck. They don't have Daniel Jones who suffered a torn ACL and he is out for the season. So they'll lean on Tommy DeVito. Next, you got the Buccaneers taking on the Niners in Santa Clara, California. Gotta go with the Niners because they got Brock Purdy, Chris McCaffrey and company. They're playing good. Niners should have no problem beating the Buccaneers. The next game, the AFC East rival rematch of Week 1. The Jets taking on the Bills in Western New York. Orchard Park, that is. The Bills come up a last-second loss against the Broncos on a Monday night game where Josh Allen committed 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and then 1 fumble by Bills receiver. I gotta go with the gangrene game, the Jets, because even though they don't have Aaron Rodgers, who's still out for the season with a torn Achilles, I've heard a rumor that he may come back before the end of the regular season, but I don't think it's happening. But I gotta go with the Jets on this one. Next, you got the Seahawks and Rams in the NFC West rivalry, gotta go with the Seahawks because Matthew Stafford's coming back from an injury, but it's gonna be too little too late for the Rams in case they want to make a push to the playoffs, but gotta go with Seattle because of Geno Smith. Next, you got the Sunday night prime time, the Vikings and Broncos. Broncos got the upset this past Monday, but now they're going to suffer the upset. Or should I say, they're not going to bid for another upset because the Vikings are playing good. So, gotta go with the Vikings on this one because even though Kirk Cousins is out for the season. And then the moment that everybody's been waiting for, the rematch of last year's Super Bowl. The Eagles and Chiefs, I gotta go with the Eagles because they can't wait to get their revenge. Super Bowl rematch in February of 2024 could be in tap. We'll have to wait and see. That's my prediction for today's Week 11. What's your prediction here? What is your prediction on who's going to win for week number 11? It all starts with the Bengals taking on the Ravens. Shout out to Xavier Hill, Samurai Red, and of course, Larry, aka Lunatic Dad. All the YouTube links will be squished down below. If you want to see my videos and other people's videos, you can always hit the like button, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. But what are your picks and predictions for week 11? Leave a comment down below. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Go Houston Texans and go Cowboys. Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. No more talk.